Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm George.
I'm Rose.
And today we've got a more serious topic. It's a topic of ghosting. So what you're about to watch is a dramatic reconstruction by Rose's niece of the dangers and the powers of ghosting someone. Take a look. This was dramatic reconstruction, and it shows the dangers and the powers of ghosting someone, which with social media this has become a lot more common. You have many more methods of doing so. And the purpose of this video, it is a very serious tone today, is to highlight how damaging it can be. And we want to go into some of the reasons why would someone do this? It's such a crazy thing to do. And you will not always be considering, if you're the ghoster, what the effect it will have on the other person. So it's not just the emotional feeling that person has. It doesn't just stop there and go. It can lead to health complications in extreme cases where someone makes themselves really ill out of it. And then looking at the mindset of the ghoster, some of the reasons we were coming up with of what's going on in the mind of someone. For a start, there's a massive lack of courage. And this is the courage to tell someone the real reason why you don't turn up. It can be hard to say, look, I don't like you, or I've got something better to do with my time. But if you can overcome that small hurdle of courage, you will be far more respected by that person than if you don't say anything. It also strikes you as laziness, because there's no one holding you accountable. You can say nothing, and there's no law you've broken. But we consider someone should have some form of morals and a moral standard that makes this unacceptable. I mean, Rose, how would you feel if you ghosted someone? Would you feel fine in your conscience, or would you feel something wrong?
I will feel guilty to do that. Of course, before you disturb someone, you need to know your intention. What's your good intentions? If you don't want to continue the relationship, you should tell them. You don't need to ghost someone, or tell them and express your feelings to them. Not just ghosting, because it can be very hurtful to someone, and I don't want to ghost somebody because I don't want someone will do that to me too. I don't want to experience that, so I don't want to do that to someone too.
Yeah, sorry for the background noise. This is the Philippines, so tricycles, motorcycles are everywhere. As for my feelings, yeah, being honest, particularly when I was a bit younger, I can see how this approach is a bit appealing, the lack of punishment, but I do think I would have some feelings later of guilt is a good word to describe it, but it's like almost feel a bit sick in your stomach. I'm not claiming to be the morally best person ever, I'm far from that, but I would hope most people would feel a similar feeling, and that would be enough for them not to repeat it, because in general, this behaviour strikes me as immature, and to some extent, you can expect this from teenagers. And maybe if you have a teenage son or daughter, you might want to sort of let them know that it's kind of part of being a teenager, that there's a good chance they will experience a bit of this from someone they're meeting. But if anyone's maybe into their 20s and definitely 30s, it would just strike me as very immature for people to do such behaviour. And unfortunately, it's a bit of a negative note to start concluding the video on, but I can just see this becoming more and more common for the reason we mentioned for social media just keeps expanding. And I also think let's face it, online dating is more common now. People probably spend a lot less time socialising in person, and so I just get the sense that having that courage to tell someone, look, I don't like the way you dress, or I'm just not interested in you, that's becoming more of a problem for people. It's becoming harder for them to do, and in a lot of cases they won't realise the extra pain they're causing by ghosting. And also the time element. It's a case of you'll have these strong feelings while it's happening. Maybe you're at a restaurant and the person doesn't turn up, but the pain almost gets worse when 24 hours pass, you haven't heard anything. It's almost meddling with someone's mental attitude, and it's like a slow acceptance that happens maybe over 1 week, where you realise, okay, this person might not be speaking to me ever again, and this is how it ends. And you could compare it to losing someone close to you through going missing. It's the lack of conclusion. As humans, we need closure really on things. And
Yes.
you agree with this also, Rose?
Yeah, because it can affect mentally, emotionally when there is someone ghosting or you've been ghosted. You should be aware always in any action, especially chatting someone. If you don't want to continue, just tell them.
Yeah, this often happens at quite an early stage of dating as well, and sometimes people will get a high opinion of how much they know about a person. It's only when you've had a few long relationships that you realise after a few meetings with someone, or maybe only just chatting online, that you really don't know the person. And the point I want to make here is, if you don't know the person, you probably don't know them deeply on emotional levels. So you don't know how they respond to a wide range of difficult situations. One of them being, how does this person respond if they're ghosted? In really bad cases, this person could have a panic attack. They could be on the floor unconscious within seconds, and maybe you're in a public area, but you could be somewhere a little bit more remote. Maybe that's another reason not to do that on the first date, but it can all become very serious very quickly due to the fact that you overestimate how much you think you know this person. Do you have anything to add on that, Rose?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think it's quite simple, and it's that courage hurdle. You need to overcome that, and you will be more respected for doing that than doing the ghosting. And this is a behaviour that, if there's no, like I said, there's no law against it. So in some ways it's accepted by society, but it will catch up with you. Your body learns if you do it repeatedly that it's an accepted behaviour, and there's a great chance in life, maybe when stakes are even higher, maybe you're 10 years older, you're mid-30s, and dating's become really important for you in life. You'll learn behaviour that things like ghosting are acceptable could come back to really pay even more. So yeah, take responsibility, keep a moral standard that makes this unacceptable, and yeah, you'll be more respected by the other person. I think that's our message today.
Yeah, respect yourself, respect people.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to summarise it. It's a both way respect. So thank you very much for tuning in today. Very serious topic, or quite a serious topic. So we apologise if it's a little bit low energy, but we think that tone is correct for this because it's a serious topic, and it's one that it just feels it's so easy to remove, to eradicate. And so we just want to share our little dramatic reconstruction and then our views on it.
This is all opinions. These are opinions, and comment down below what else, like what you can ask, or what can you say something about the video, about the topic.
Yeah, we're always interested to hear your comments, and it's a good point from Rose that this is just our opinion. I'm sure there's slightly different views on this that are just as equally valid and even better, and we'd love to learn from you in the comments too. So any thoughts on the issue, just drop it down below. We look forward to reading.
And that's it, and say thank you.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in. We have a variety of topics, generally related to long-distance international relationships and the travel and adventures that come with such a lifestyle. So we hope to bring you many more videos and lots of upbeat topics as well, but we will continue to throw in a few of these topics where, although they're serious, we feel that the learnings we can give to people are worth covering the topic. So we appreciate your time. We hope you have a great day, and it's bye from me, George.
Bye for me, Rose, and subscribe to our channel again.
Thank you very much. Take care.